What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back again into some more free-to-play Last Day on Earth. Jumping into our second episode here, and we have made some progress since the last time. We also have to jump in because we've got a couple of different events and some things to go do, so I'm excited to jump into that. Let's give a quick rundown of where we're at. We've got some good base modifications. We've tidied up a bit. We've gotten a few additional benches. We had to secure and kind of upgrade our walls here just a little bit. And we've got some supplies now. We're starting to gear up a bit. We hit a few events. We got lucky, really quite lucky actually, with some pretty solid items and some gear. So I'm super excited about this. We had our first essentially military convoy. This is where we picked up an aluminum plate and a steel bar, as well as a handful of things here. In addition to that, we got our first gunsmith blueprint from that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. We've got the grip here. I just wanted to showcase that we picked that up. We also picked up some decent weapons. We've hit a couple of supply drops as well, which has turned out really good for us. And again, we're stacking up. Supply drops have been good for us to grab some engine parts. We've grabbed a handful of other things here. We're starting to stack up a little bit of meds and a little bit of food, nothing too bad. And then we've got some good basic materials there. We've got 2 woodworking benches down. You can see that we've got these rocking and rolling. We've got our tanning rack. We've got our refineries up. We've got some carrots rocking and rolling here on some beds, which is really, really nice. That's going to be super helpful. In addition, we've started a little bit of base expansion. We're going to start kind of building this out a bit, but we got some basic floors down. We've got a stone cutter's table here that's rocking and rolling as well. You can tell, or you can see that we're at level 23. We have gotten a bit of a boost here as well. I should mention that part of the the military convoy, we got a cut finger, we got an alpha card, we got the minigun that you get from that event. From the first time you do it, you get a wave of zombies. So we were able to grab that. We used it. And from all of that and some location grinding, we've also moved forward in the story quite a bit here. So that's the cool part. We got the True Friend piece done. We've got all that done. We're now on to Power Shot, which is the gunsmith. Again, we've handled a few things. Cool part here is we've gotten, some decent rewards from these. We do have the bookshelf open now, which is kind of neat. We've picked up a handful of other things. We need to head to Pine Grove here to finish up and to grab essentially the next section of these things. So we'll look to maybe do that in this episode. In addition, we've got the events going on. So Christmas gift, we jumped in here, we grabbed it. This just got started a few hours ago. So we've come in here, we've claimed this. We can now head over to the Winter of Despair. Before I go to do this though, I have this good feeling that we're gonna freeze to death. So we need to at least get an armor or a set of armor that's gonna allow us to do this. I need to get at least, we have, I think, decent enough weapons to at least clear the main area and maybe pick a few things up. So we'll try to do that. But more importantly, I'm going to try to run over and do wreck ship. Actually, it'll probably be the first thing that we jump into to go do here, because we get some solid rewards from that. We'll knock out some zombies. I've got an experience boost going on right now from the wonderful little healer that we got. We got 25 minutes of additional experience. I used this once already, actually. So that's how I was able to move forward. The most beautiful part is we've gotten up to level 23 and we got it had to have been super lucky, but we got extra pocket in this last level, which now lets us equip essentially a second weapon. Super happy about that. We've got quick learner all the way up to level 3. So we're getting 15% additional experience, and we've kind of working through some skills here. So I'm still waiting on a few things that we need to try to figure out. Burglar would be one that I really want to get. Quick step wouldn't be bad. Builder wouldn't be bad either. There's quite a few. There's quite a few, to be honest. Even some of these just kind of basic ones wouldn't be too bad. Strict diet would be nice. Lumberjack would be good. So hopefully we can pick it up. But extra pocket is absolutely huge. I'm excited for that. We're gonna drop this in here, and yeah, let's go take on, I think, the zombies. We don't have a ton of energy here, so we'll have to be smart. We're going to probably have to use some of our ads to be able to do that. But you can see we've got some things going on here on the map. We've opened up some space. Once we complete to a certain point, after the first handful of tasks, the map actually just opens up and we get some access to a whole bunch of other things. So we can run over here to do this. Like I said, we need to get some armor to support that. And we also have to head up to Pine Grove to continue on with the story, which we'll probably also go ahead and do. But I want to run over here really quick. We might run from here up to Pine Grove if we have the energy to do that, depending on how this goes. We have just basic zombies here. The cool part is we can get some pretty solid rewards. We've got a handful of things in our storage already that we can make use of. I think I'm just, excuse me, gonna save my, just gonna go ahead and save my, what do you call it, my armor here. Gotta level up. The good part about this is we've got the experience boost. We're getting a lot of experience for killing these zombies, which is also really good. Health increased. We're gonna take that. You know we want some health increase. Dang it, I didn't get the... I did not get the sneak attack off that I would have wanted. I figured we'd be using some health items here. And some weapons, obviously. See if we can get a sneak in on this guy. Wondering if we'll get, probably won't get enough experience out of these guys to get a level up. Every time you level up, you get fresh health too. You get a full health bar, which is nice. Try to plan for that a little bit. All right, well, we got this done. This, honestly, I don't really need the mine. I don't really need the cogs, but I will take engine parts, meds, or a puppy. Preferably a Glock, meds, or engine parts. Okay, that's lit. About the only thing I didn't need. God dang it. Getting a VSS out of this and being like super lucky would be absolutely amazing. We obviously, as we level up, we've got an additional opportunity to grab and to craft some other things. So that is good. But I'm going to go ahead. We'll throw our armor back on. And I'll heal up once. I am going to run over to Pine Grove here. The good part about that event, the wreck ship event, gosh, these humanitarian aid boxes, I would love to get to these. They're so good. They have such a good opportunity to have some weapons in them. This is absolutely going to just smoke. And I only have one energy run left. Ooh. We can do exactly this to get here. I'm just going to skip this, which feels a little bad. Supply drops are super helpful early on. So I want to hit as many of those as we can. Getting back to the main base and having the healer there to get our energy back up would also be really critical. This location is going to be a little bit more difficult. We get leveled up here. I don't know. None of those were great options for us, to be honest. We should also grind some basic materials here. We can. Should think about that. I don't need a ton of plant fiber. I will when we get an option or the opportunity. The one thing I should look to do here pretty quickly is make a sewing table. Sewing table, and you might be asking why. Sewing table is going to be able to take this plant fiber and it's going to be able to turn it into cloth, which we can then turn into meds. And so one of the big grinds here at the start for me is going to be taking and making as many first aid kits as possible. All right, now that looks like a big zombie, so I do want to try to avoid. Gosh, we're gonna. Gotta try to avoid some of the fights here. Don't have a ton of weapons. What do we got going on here? Fast biter. You're knocked down. No, 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 no. 100% this guy will kill me. How much life does he have? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna just run out of here. That was close. That was close. That guy definitely would have just owned me. Yeah, because we're getting low across the board here. We might have to dip in. I don't really want to use any of the weapons here. I can always craft. Let's see, we can always craft up. Getting the ability to craft cleavers is good. Obviously, always craft up a spear. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that as a backup option for ourselves. Let's jump back in here. Not sure if this AI guy will still be here. I don't think he will be. Hopefully not. Okay. So far, so good. We're picking up some just basic materials, but sewing table. Turn it into cloth. Use the cloth. Make as many. Oh, he still is here. You suck, dude. Get away from me. Oh my god. Is he out? Oh, that was really timely. Dude, please have armor. Keep your armor on for me. Literally just a backpack. I hate this game. Yes, I'll take the opportunity for a lucky chest. And that guy got one saw blade mace attack on me, and I pooped my pants. The bonus here for experience, really, really good. It's tough early on. It's tough not to take the energy, right? But if you have energy or you have the option to get to some locations, you know, relatively quickly, the experience boost is going to help us immensely with just moving through, you know, some of the early stages, I will call it, of the game. I'm gonna attempt to not heal here. I have a shovel, which is required for that. May honestly be able to just craft a. I'm gonna go ahead. What else did we get access to? The wardrobe. We have one of these already. Let's craft this. Let's go auto. Let's see if we can get enough experience by just knocking these down. Oh, I guess I could just eat some berries. Eat some berries up. Yeah, so trying to get a good stockpile of meds, like getting an entire container full of meds, at least first aid bandages, like first aid kits would be great, but just bandages would be fine. That's going to be one of the priorities. So sewing table is on the task list of things for us to get. I actually want to take a look here. We can get one. I think we're actually pretty close outside of iron. I think I need a handful more iron, and I can smelt some iron down, which isn't too bad. We've got another AI guy in here. And I'm just going to try to get... We need a ton. Absolutely metric ton of wood. That was big experience gain for us. We should get to our next experience bar. We don't need to worry about healing. That stinks when they run out sometimes. Oh, she's coming back. Need to hit her 3 more times. Probably not worth it. Leveled up. All right, we'll take strict diet. That's pretty good. Pick up all the stone. How does he see the stone? I didn't even see the stone. Strict diet's good, actually. So many animals here. Nice. I don't find turkeys a lot, so that's a good one. Nice. Frick you, frickin' roaming zombie. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh. What a godsend this is. Nice little, nice M16. Holy moly. Look at that. That is so dope. Got some mods on that thing too. Take those if we can. Part of me wishes you could just like break the rest of the base down, you know? All right, what do we need? I'm gonna take this and this. Find a ton of rope everywhere. I'm gonna take that. Blue tape. Tape is interesting. So our capacitors. I think we're okay there. Gunsmith. Weapon bitch. Obtained. All right. Now we have to head home here. But before we does that, wait a minute. What's this guy? Oh, that dude took down the floater bloater for us. That was nice of him. All right, we're gonna make sure we grab the rest of that. All right, we got a couple of rewards here. 10 leather, 10 of that. We have to install a gunsmith bench now. We've also been trying to grind up as best we can. We want to get as many seeds as possible. We're actually not looking too bad from a armor standpoint. This is pretty good. Let's see if we can't grab any more seeds on the way out of here. Don't want to hang out too much. These yellow zones, you do got to be a little careful. All right, that's good enough. We grabbed a seed. That was good. That was really good. We got an M16. We're trying to just stock up some guns too. And I'm not sure if I want to use the guns. I'm not sure if I want to use the guns for this event. How long is it going to take? 26 to get there. Or if we want to do something else. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab the energy here. We'll get home and we'll be right back. All right, we're jumping back in here. Finally made it home. And got to install the bench. Now the good part here, you know what I wanted to look at to see. So again, here's the thing. We could grab a free shotgun. We could grab some free gear from these. Potentially, we could get some good weapons. We've got some good opportunities here to grab a handful of things. I really wish that we had some energy drinks on the free track. That would be super nice. Get a slasher that we could probably... that's going to take probably a little too long to grind for here. Okay. I just wanted to see what we had available to us there. Let's see. What's it going to take to do is the gunsmith bench. Iron. Lots and lots of iron. What else do we have? We have a mirror available to us. Don't super care about that. But a sewing table. Let's see if we can get the... How much iron do we have? We have 4 here. We need to try to get the iron required to do this. I want to quickly jump over here. We'll make sure we keep a good stack of that. We've got... We're starting to get some cloth powered up here, which is good. This is the grind part. The tough part about the early phases of this game is sometimes there's just so much you want to do. Sometimes it's hard to focus on what you should be doing. All right, we'll go ahead. You take both of those, drop this off. Got food and such. Food and such things yonder over here. Wires there, bolts there, all things that we will need. One of the other things I do want to focus on is making charcoal here. Charcoal is super, super helpful. And we want to grind it up if we can. Again, I also want to be grinding up carrots. I'm going to take these. All right. Got the charcoal. Let's drop this in here. Power these up. All right, so we've got 4. Got 4 iron. That away. Honestly, I just don't even want these, but I'll take these. I got an outside storage I can drop them in. We'll put this in here. And put these in here for now. All right. Random crap I'm going to throw in here. Let's see if we got any iron in the storage. We have 10 iron and 20 planks. And I'm thinking we take it. Let's take the iron. Because again, they want us to install it, so I'd like to kind of move forward with the progression here. Mods, this have drum mag, sight, silencer, red laser, 16 damage, 7.5. That's pretty good. That's pretty good all the way around. But I really, really want... Man, I really want my sewing table. And I can't do both. I'm gonna do the sewing table. As crazy as that may sound. To put these on plank floors. I'm gonna take this. Honestly, probably just move it. Take this one too. The move eats. Okay. Sewing table. Boom. All right. Again, why is this important? Because you can take simple things like this. We could turn these into pieces of cloth. We're going to need lots of thick fabric here. Thick fabric's going to be good for us to start to work towards things like these, which is decent armor up front. As we level up, we can turn this into reinforced armor, which isn't bad. The good part about doing armor this way is if we use it this way and we get it to low durability, we can then reinforce it after the fact, refresh its durability, and kind of just it's a better way to utilize your resources and kind of min-max everything. So we need to be level 32 to get to here. So that'll happen. You know, it's so much quickly. These aren't super hard to find. We need to just kind of grind some leather. But that's what we're going to be looking to do. More importantly, we want to just be able to craft a ton of bandages. Honestly, we really do. We want to get a good stockpile of meds going here if we can. That way we can start prepping for some more difficult locations is the idea here. So got some decent weapons going. We've got a few things going there. Pretty happy with that. I'm gonna just kind of take like really all of these things. And we'll find a little place to sock them away. This is kind of like our random item drawer. Finger's kind of important, but that's okay. What I think I want to do is just move all the wood out to there. At least the basic wood. It's good. We got a little stockpile going. We're starting to make some moves on this, which is nice. And again, these are going to be the things that I do just off recording, just for time purposes. So we need to just grind them up. We're going to need a lot of all that materials, all of those supplies. Put this in here. All right, what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think what I want to do here. We also don't have the energy, but I really do want to try to jump into the event, which is a little bit of a scary thought, but I'm thinking about going like this. Got armor. I don't think I need to be too concerned. I think we can take the zombombs on like this. I think we're okay. think this is how we go. I think we can get in there. I gotta pay attention to us freezing. Is my biggest concern. I'm actually gonna take these two, because if we get an opportunity to chop anything down, I'm gonna do that. We don't have enough energy, so we're gonna have to take a second to run over here. But I do think trying to grind this. Yeah. I do think trying to grind this makes some sense. If we can even get a little bit of progress in the reward track, there's some pretty solid things. And I think we can do a handful of these things with a little bit of grinding. Again, we're going to have to hit some... We're going to have to hit some materials. We're going to have to get lucky with a few things. But again, if we can find... I think we have the weapons to do it, honestly. It's going to be about how cold these locations are and how long we can stay in the location before we have to get the heck out of there. So I do need to keep in mind that I am looking for rubber parts. I think we have bolts covered and adhesive covered, but I need the rubber parts, and then obviously we're working to create the iron bars. Once we get the iron bars done, we'll be done, and we can get this gunsmith bench installed, which will be nice, and making some good progress there. One other thing I should look at is maybe doing crowbars. Crowbars are pretty solid in terms of supplies. Obviously, we want to get to a point where we can start getting... we don't need these by any means, but it's good that we have access to them. And the other thing that I do want to create quickly is a workbench so that we can start creating nails, because nails are also going to end up being, you know, somewhat important, especially if we want to do reinforced gear here. So we've got to kind of step this stuff up, but we've made really good progress. The other thing I thought should have thought about doing is making some torches for this, because torches will actually do quite well. And don't think we have one. We could use the flare gun. We have two. How do we get two? We got one from the season reward and one for linking our account. We're trying to be smart from that perspective. I was curious to see how our regular weapons would do. They should do fine, but maybe we do bring a flare gun just to move through some things quickly. We'll have to see about that. So, unfortunately, I gotta wait a few minutes. When we be back, when we get over to the event. All right, we made it. We're jumping in. Let's just see if we don't instantly freeze to death. I really hope we don't. All right. Kill the guys. Let's see. Can we do this? Yeah, we shouldn't have any problem. All right, we're gonna use the good weapon. Nice. Okay, we're insta chopping them. Grab some supplies so we can at least do this. I'm curious what this is gonna do. That's probably not worth. Oh, are you gonna help me? Oh, that's huge, actually. Sorry, but I'm gonna chop some trees here while you're standing there. This is actually really huge for me because now I don't have to even really waste. I'm not gonna have to waste anything. This guy's just gonna kill these dudes for me. I wonder if I get one hit in and then he kills it. Freaking dope. That's so dope. Nice. That's nice. That's real nice. All right. See what we can get done here. So far, we're not freezing. I'm not sure if that mechanic is even going to be in this. It would kind of stink a little bit for the event. Like, we don't really have any good way of getting fur armor at this point. I'm going to chop all these trees down just because... Well, I'm just going to chop most of the trees down. resources are going to be good. All right. Getting in here. Fire it up. Got a build mode. Pipes. Oh, excuse you. Excuse you. We go. Everything in the chest is mine. Okay, a little bit of materials for us. We got this here. We got leveled up with getting that complete. Not really gonna have any of this stuff for us to be able to utilize, unfortunately. But we'll see what we can pick up over the course of taking this on. And again, I'm gonna hold out on the rewards, picking them up at this point. Although the flare gun, having 3 flare guns might make this so that we can go in and complete the junkyard here with a little bit better success. We'll have to see here. But this guy is gonna ask us to help him out. Go to the Icy Junkyard. All right. So let's try. Let's go see. Let's go see what we can do. I think we'll be able to clear the first section of this without too much trouble. Pick up some items and a few things. And here we are. And again, we are chalk out of energy. So we'll be back in a handful of minutes when we finally make it over here. See you there. All right. We made it. Down to no energy, but we made it. Now let's see if we're going to get frozen here. I'm hoping we're not. We're going to try to sneak attack everything that we can. Thinking we can do most of these if we're smart. It's okay, these guys aren't too bad. Take out the basic ones. It's nice. This machete is gonna get its fair share of work in here. Ah, dang, I couldn't get this guy. It's okay. All right, so we're gonna get some good rewards here. We can examine the stashes. We can find the thermites. We're gonna get some, what do you call it? We're gonna get some lights. Oh, this is a wildling crawler. Try to make smart use of our weapon durability here. Ooh, we got some rubber parts. We actually need those. And we need an iron pickaxe for that. I'm gonna have trouble, I think, getting through that section without using some of our flare guns. It's not too terrible. Let's go ahead. I definitely want that. I don't know that I need the watch for anything, but we will take this. And now we can head back to the farm. I don't think I have an option to get... What do we need to make an iron pickaxe? Yeah, so we're gonna need, in order to do this, we would need to get the workbench installed. So we need to do workbench to then be able to do some nails. It's essentially where we need to be, or we need to find some nails rather to be able to do that. So I think this is about where we're gonna be. I'm just quickly checking. I think that's probably gonna be it. We're gonna be able to run back. We're gonna be able to get this first portion finished here. The polar pack. But what I'm thinking I'm just gonna head back here. Probably just walk home. I think we'll just leave it here. I need to obviously get our energy refreshed, so I need a little bit of time to do that. But we've knocked this out. We're gonna, be able to do a few things here. We're not going to be able to power anything up, unfortunately, but we should be able to get the rewards from that crate as well, and we'll get a little bit of reputation experience from that. We can then use the crate there that we get from the gunsmith to be able to house you know, the little bit of lights that we were able to get. We got some piping, so we can try to continue to move, you know, slowly-ish, but move slowly towards getting some of the other things opened up. We still have good durability here in the machete, and we found a handful of things. We got some level ups as well. So this episode was pretty solid overall, and we're moving forward here on the free track for this. So we'll be back to jump into, make sure we can get day 2. You know, the other thing that I'm thinking about, by day 7, if we can have by day 7 here the workbenches installed, the iron pickaxe, and a handful of other things, we might actually be able to roll through this if we save up some of our weapons to be able to do that. So that might not be too bad. We're going to see how far into the Winter of Despair event we can get, and then we can go from there. We're actually about to be able to do level 30 here on the commune, although I don't know that that's something that I want to tackle quite yet at this point. So kind of a, not a weird episode, but just we got a lot that we're trying to do and trying to knock out. We did grab our daily gift here. Actually trying to see day 16 we're gonna get some nails, but we'll have everything built up by that point. We do get a really nice Glock that we might be able to put to some use. We get another slasher. Unfortunately, this is gonna come just a little bit too late for us. We're gonna grab some blueprints as well. So all this might not be so bad. We're gonna, you know, make sure we're jumping in every day, but yeah, we'll be back. I'm gonna wrap this up. So episode 2, some good progress here, continuing to move on, and we'll continue building the base up and trying to work through, obviously also getting through the story mode as well. We made some nice progress here to basically get up to the point where we're installing the gunsmith bench, and then we can move on to Iron Warrior, and that's probably gonna be, this one will probably be a decent grind if I had to guess. If we can't get to a shotgun quickly here, we could put the Dragon's Breath on that and use that. That wouldn't be too bad. And then expeditions, and we got a ways to go here for some of these things, but we're moving forward nicely. So close it out. Flash some socials, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking it out. All that good stuff. Hopefully you're enjoying the Winter of Despair event, getting some good rewards, getting through the tasks as well. If you're interested in any of the tasks, by the time this goes up, if you haven't checked it out already, we should have a couple of videos up that walk through them and kind of the progression there with the different rep and those kinds of things. So be sure to check that out as well. I've been Doc, Average Gamer Guys. As always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.